young girls who suffer it may feel, why should I disclose it? My matrimonial prospects may suffer. Somebody may say, I may lose job if the person who does such type of act is a person in power. Then maybe some action may be taken. I will lose my job prospect. I may not get promotion, and then I may lose my job itself. So should I to be or not to be? Should I or should I not disclose? All these questions come to the mind, and one has got a tendency, the people around you, they will concentrate sometimes, not look at the victim in the eye as it is said, but they will look at the facts surrounding. So it's a matter for a juicy gossip. So that also puts the person in fear, should I or should I not disclose? Now Shakespeare once said that women fall when men fail. Now this was of course in a different context, but however it is in the context of the topic we are discussing. When men fail, when men fail to adhere to, remain within their boundaries, so women fall because they have to face all such type of unwarranted acts, which results in, as I said, degeneration of society. Because before that happens, the effect, adverse effect, the trauma, the mental trauma, the physical effect, it destroys the very personality and the very mind of the victim that I did not emphasize before you. Now, in fact, why does this happen? It doesn't just happen because you are interested in perhaps having sex or making sexual advances. That's one aspect. Of course, it's a very important aspect for those who perform it. But then the whole thing is that you are a power point. You are at the focal point of the power. And you think that there are vulnerable persons there who are under me. I can do anything. I can throw my weight around. I can make such type of actions, and nobody will be there to object to it because I am only 40. I feel that I am a superpower, and therefore I can do whatever I can do, and I can exploit the people, the ladies who are working under me. So therefore, actually, this is a PowerPoint game, and if one doesn't think at that time that my action, which are obviously to satisfy your feelings, you don't think of what is the effect of it on the subject of your interest. You don't think of what will be the effect of it in the long run on you yourself. And you also therefore don't think on what is the effect of the work culture, on the work environment. The productivity of your organization will suffer. And this may happen in any field, it may happen in our field, among the lawyers, among the judges and the employees. It can happen in every sort of organization, one cannot know. But it happens more often in fields like media or entertainment field, because the parameters there are different, and one feels that one can take such opportunities. Anyway, it's up to, but this has got direct and adverse effect on the work employees. Physical advances towards a student, and in his cabin, in seminars, etc. So the entire procedure was completed. Videographing was done. But the point is, the IC, because of this judgment which came in Medha Kotwal Dele, it said that IC is the now inquiry committee. But the disciplinary authority also had not actually taken the full import of it. Therefore, they constituted the IC only as a fact-finding committee. And they operated as a fact-finding committee. They of course gave opportunity for cross-examination which didn't avail. But they went on collecting the evidence because there is a set procedure in disciplinary proceeding. You collect your evidence, give it along with the articles of charge. You have your imputation, and then you give full right to the delinquent officer to file his reply. Then the procedure comes of the witnesses, etc., etc. That was not done. So therefore, in Aurelian Fernandez's case, the entire decision of the disciplinary authority was set aside. Our High Court had taken a view that in such type of sensitive cases, maybe there may be some sort of, they definitely recorded our High Court that yes, they felt at one stage it's a fact finding, but the procedure is given, he is given a chance, and these are very sensitive matters. So therefore, they upheld our decision. But in this case, the court said that well, there is violation, and you can't say just because it's a delinquent officer, all right, we'll watch the procedure as provided in the CCS schedule. That's not possible. But in conclusion, very important, they didn't reinstate the concerned officer. They told us to hold the inquiry, following complying with the principles of natural justice. That is, and by way of epilogue, they gave all the directions because they found that it's disquieting to note that there is serious lapses in the enforcement of the Act. Now, this is a judgment of May 2023, where they say that even after such long passage of time, and the glaring lacuna has been recently brought to the fore by a national daily newspaper. They had conducted and published a survey of 30 national sport federations, etc. So they gave their directions, and the matter is still not over. They are collecting the evidence, etc. from this. And then, as I told you, the decision of the board. So therefore, to sum up, there are judgments. The judiciary has been actively coming out, and in fact, then the POSH Act also came, and the POSH Act has got several provisions which my friend here will, of course, address you. I know my part. I'll not do what's left. And what is very heartening to note that the judgments come and there is a change in law comes. Like for example, the 79 case, the Mathura case, as we see, where it was a case of a rape on a complainant by the gay constable, and as a result of which the 83 amendment came. Then thereafter the Mukesh case, which led to Nirbhaya amendment. So it's very, very heartening to note. So therefore, even after this Vishakha judgment came the POSH Act. So all these show that after the judgments, a change has occurred in the law, maybe plus or minus as the case may be. Now, I would end by saying, I'll just quote what the American famous lawyer, Anita Hill, says, that we should question and look around to look at the harasser, not at their target. We need to be sure that we can go out and look anyone who is the victim of harassment in the eye and say that you do not have to remain silent anymore.